Instagram model Stephie Danger.
And what is it about? You said a coming of age?
Yeah, it's mainly him growing up in a very religious household and him kind of finding himself and his first love.
Oh, okay, so that's one of your favorite comic books. And well, yeah, I need to start reading comic books more often, but I was always a fan of the older EC comic books. I don't know if you're familiar with Tales from the Crypt or anything like that, but I don't know if I want the Crypt Keeper on my left arm or anywhere on my body for that matter. I might not even wear a shirt of them. But so with this cosplay stuff going on, as you can tell, I've never really gotten too deep into it. And
you're cosplaying right now.
Yeah, actually, yeah. Every Sunday, I take my dog for a walk, and there's a big group, and I assume they're cosplayers. There's something going on there that I'm not really aware of, but let me explain it to you, and you can maybe explain it to me. I'll go for a walk with my dog, and my dog's always trying to get to these guys that are dressed up with furry ears, and there's a tail, and there must be hundreds of them whenever this happens, and it's just a big group of them, and they're all congregating. I mean, they're minding their own business. There's no problem, but can you tell me what exactly that might be?
So those are furries?
Furries,
and they're a specific, I guess, sect of cosplaying, and they dress up as animals, and they usually have like an animal character that's of their own creation that they become.
So it's like an alter ego, but they're an animal. So.
Yeah, I'm not really into it, but to each their own, you know.
Yeah, I've noticed there's like a leader of this furry gang. Is that the right way to put it? I'm not sure, but the leader is like a giant skunk. He's got like a mascot of a mascot costume, and he wears a skunk suit with a skunk mask, a big cape. Like a colonial frock jacket. I'm not sure what that's about, but it's like a master skunk. And I've noticed that all these other cosplay, furries kind of obey whatever he's up to, and he'll start walking somewhere, and before you know it, he's got a line of other furry dudes following him. And it's hard to tell. I always wanted to know who was behind the mask, but at the same time, I might not. But yeah.
Might be someone you know.
It could be. He might be better off with the skunk mask left on. We don't know. But I'll tell you something that happened, though. I was sitting down here on the hot joint set one day, and all of a sudden I heard some commotion. We hear all kinds of... There's police chases and all sorts of traffic, drag racing, and all kinds of crap happens out there. But I heard a big car crash, so I ran up the stairs and looked off the balcony to see what exactly had happened, and it was a couple of these furries that had gotten into a big car wreck out here, and they were some older furries, like gray-haired furries that looked like, you know, they were pretty rough, and their car was in pretty rough shape itself. So I'm looking out the balcony, and I see the furries, like the wreck, there's tires rolling all over the place. Two of these older, elderly furries get out with tails, and they're trying to make sense of what just happened. Some lady comes up. I mean, it was a big comedic scene, but luckily, thank God, no one was hurt. But, yeah, I'm sorry to keep around.
They needed their skunk leader with them, I guess.